Hey y'all. So tonight, I couldn't get my YouTube going and my TikTok thing, so I'm on here. And some of y'all that I know aren't really from the South and that kind of thing. And so I have a lot of people look at me when I say things. They wonder what's she talking about. Well, and then I seen all these little shorts and stuff like that talking about this is what this means and this is what that means. Let me tell you something. If you are in the South, there are three things you need to know. Three first important things. If you are dating a woman or you are married to a woman, whatever, and you hear this woman, or you even friends with this woman or co-worker, and you hear the words, we think have come in Jesus moment. That means they fixing to sit down and they fixing to explain something, because somebody ain't getting it. And if you hear them say, we fixing to have a coming apart Jesus moment, that is not the same. That is not the same. A coming apart Jesus moment is somebody fitting to be in trouble on whoever the other side of that table. Okay. And usually when there is a coming apart Jesus moment, if that other person don't get it together, then that means when they woke up that morning, they wanted to meet Jesus that day. So, and a few other things. When you hear somebody say, over yonder, well, honey, it's over there. We just say yonder. Well, I reckon that means yes. Trying to think of something else. The other day, one of the ladies I know, she said, man, what you think? It's just so hot outside. And I told her, I said, girl, it is hot as a goat's butt in a pepper patch. I thought she was going to fall out. And I'm like, you ain't never heard that before. Lord Jesus. Let me see. What's another one? We got this one person. He walks around like he is just the king of the mountain. And I told one little girl, I said, he's a rooster today. He can be a feather duster tomorrow. Well, after she got done crying and laughing, she said, what in the world are you talking about? I said, well, he thinks he's just a big rooster just strutting his stuff, walking around here better than everybody else. I said, well, ain't but one way to go when you get to the top. That's to the bottom. And that's when your little feathers on your butt from being a rooster gets turned into being a feather duster. Cleaning up a mess. When somebody says, don't eat mask, they tighter than Dick's hat band. That means they are tight, they are stingy. You ain't getting no money out of them, so don't ask. I'll tell you another thing too. Sometimes people like to say, well, you go around the corner. The corner? Honey, the corner takes care of dead people. The corner is what you walk around. There's a big difference. Big difference. They always saying, oh, he's around the corner. I'm like, oh my God, somebody died. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They just don't know how to talk. Let me see. What's some other ones I've been trying to think of? Well, my husband always has a hard time when I'm telling him, this and that, pointing things out. So, kind of like a bird dog. And they'll say, well, his wife's a bird dog. Yeah, well, you're a bird dog if you like to point things out to your husband a lot. And then they'll say, that dog don't hunt. Now, that's got a couple different meanings, but if you ever on one side of a phone conversation and you hear somebody tell their friend, honey, he ain't doing that. That dog you got don't hunt. That means he ain't cheating. You got a good one. Let me see. Well, that's about all the ones I could quickly think of right off the top of my head. But, those That's small town life. That's just a few phrases. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and she's so sweet, she'll give you a toothache. A lot of times when you go somewhere, people, it's sweet pie, honey, darling. Oh, here we go. Here's that. Bless your heart in the South. When you hear somebody say bless your heart, that's kind of like, I guess, if y'all ever seen that movie, what is it? Donnie Briscoe, whatever that Johnny Depp was in. He's the FBI guy, and they're like, forget about it, man, all these kind of things. Well, that's like, I guess, Southern Mafia talk, bless your heart, because that really could mean, well, oh, bless your heart, I feel so bad for you, or bless your heart, thank you, Lord. That's just some sympathy, because this is just a stupid person I'm talking to. But sometimes, bless your heart, depending on how they looking at you, that might mean you need to just go ahead and leave. And when you hear somebody on the phone, because, we just keep talking and talking. All right, well, I reckon I'm going to let you get off here. That means, honey, I got to go. We done said bye about 15 times. When I say, I reckon I'm going to have to let you go, it's time to go. When you hear somebody say, well, butter my biscuits, that's, oh my goodness, that's like they surprised. Yeah, I think that's about all of them I could think of that I use right off the top of my head. So, if any of y'all that, I know, or any of y'all I work with, or, because I have a lot of people say, I can't understand her half time. Well, early in the morning, that draw's real thick, and in the evening, that draw gets real thick. Now, if I'm getting ready to have one of them coming apart Jesus moment, then that draw gets real thick, and it gets kind of hard to understand what I'm saying. So, that's one reason I wanted to make this little video, kind of correct some of them uncorrected statements. I reckon these people just moved down here, something, thought they could figure out what it meant. I don't know, maybe they Googled it. Google don't know everything. So, yeah. Just a few little Southern terms that, for some of those that don't know, and some of my new friends try to figure out what in the world I'm talking about. Well, now you know. And here is a reference, because you can always come back to this Facebook page and go through and be like, or you can just write it down in a little notebook and take notes. That might be better, because I'm not the only one around here that says them things. So, yep, that's about it for tonight. But if y'all check back with me, I got some other stuff I'm working on, and I will be back on live again. I don't know, Monday night, and I know I'll be back on Thursday night. So y'all just catch me on there, and I'll try to remember to post it out, and this will be put on TikTok and on my YouTube channel. So y'all have a good night and a good weekend, and bless your heart.